Hi guys, so I traded this market with my community. This is volatility 75 1S index and we won that trade. In today's video, I want to explain how I did the analysis from the daily time frame down to the time frame where I took my buy positions. I'm going to also explain why I took those buy positions. I'll show you why we won that trade, so make sure you stick around and watch this video till the end. If you are new to this channel, do well to subscribe and also turn on post notifications so that you always get updated when we post new videos. Let's dive into it. So apparently the market is going upwards. You can see that the market has consistently been printing series of highs. Price has been moving to the upside, printing higher highs and higher lows and all of that. So we met the market around here. This was where we took our entry from, but I'm going to go to the higher time frame, the 24 hours as the daily time frame, to show you that yes, the market has been going upwards even on this time frame, right? You can see that the market has been printing higher highs and higher lows, and when that happens, we are in an uptrend. Okay, when the market prints lower lows and lower highs, that means when the market prints lower lows and lower highs, something like this, that's a downtrend. Okay, that shows a downtrend. But when the market is printing higher highs and higher lows, just like what we saw in this market, that means the market is going to the upside, and also that means that more buyers are in the market, and we as the traders would be looking to join the buyers at that point because they are in control of the market at that moment. Okay, so apparently this is what happened in the market: higher highs and higher lows. So first of all, we've been able to identify our trend, which is a key aspect of technical analysis, which is what we are doing here. So having identified the trend, the next thing I want to do is to identify my areas of interest, right? My key levels. Key levels are very important as far as technical analysis is concerned. If you don't know much about key levels, I have posted a video explaining how it works, so make sure you find that video in this channel and watch it. You'll learn something. Okay, so I need to show you guys where I marked out as my key level. So this is it. How do I identify my key levels? First of all, I like to place my horizontal line where there is multiple reversals and equally multiple rejections, right? Pay attention to that. Multiple rejections, emphasis on multiple rejections, and equally multiple reversals at that level. So clearly you can see that price had consistently in the past created multiple rejections in the market. Price was bouncing back from that level. Also, it rejects before it bounces back, right? That means we've seen multiple rejections. We've equally seen multiple reversals from that level. Okay, now another confirmation that makes my level a strong level is that when you place your line and you see that consistently the market moves far away from that level as soon as it gets there, right? It distances itself from that level. Once price gets to that level, usually the reversal usually like goes very wild, like this one. You can see that here price hit that level and then went all the way down to this level, even broke this low. Okay, and here when price came to this level, it went all the way up again, right? So that also assigns to me that the level is a strong level. Another confirmation that I use to confirm a strong level is when I see that my trend line aligns with the support and resistance line. Okay, so here you can see that if I think this will be clearer on a lower time frame, but I'm just going to place this line here. If I draw my trend line here, you would see that it aligns with this level, which I already pointed out as my support and resistance level. Okay, so you can see it aligns there. So that's another confirmation that gives me confidence that my level is strong, right? And then another confirmation yet that I saw in this market that also confirmed that this place is a strong level is the fact that when price breaks that level, usually supports can become resistance in the market. Resistance can become support in the market. Okay, so when price turns that level, which was initially a support level, here it was support, that was support, that was a strong support there, that was a strong support there, and then eventually it broke out and turned that place into resistance. You can see that the reversal from that place was very strong. So I want to see that whenever the market breaks a key level, right, whenever it breaks that level, if it turns that level into, supposing the level was support at first and it breaks into resistance, if it consistently respects that new resistance, then I am confident in that level. All right, and on the other hand, if the level was resistance level and then eventually breaks and turns it into support, if it consistently respects that support, that new support, right, I will be also confident that that place is strong. But if it breaks out and then does not respect, maybe continues to invalidate that level, then I'm not interested in that level. I'll look for another level. Okay, so another thing that I like to do is to make sure that the key levels are also very close to the current price. Like I said, we bought this market somewhere around here. I'm going to go back to that place when we go to a lower time frame. So these are the reasons why I figured I was going to be buying at that level. Okay, so let's go to 4 hours time frame and see what happens around that place. I'm going to take this out. Okay, so yeah, you can see here that on the 4 hours time frame, price was also printing bullish momentum in the market. There was more bullish pressure in the market. You can see that consistently buyers consistently closed price, and the closing price is very important. As far as the 4 hours time frame is concerned, I like to look for the closing of the 4 hours, right? If I enter into the chart and I see that the 4 hours candle had been running for a long time, I'll wait for it to close before I make my decision, right? Before I decide to enter the market, I'll wait for that candle. Unless I enter the market and I'm lucky to meet the new candle forming, right? Then I'll be depending on the previous one that just closed, then make my decision based on that one. Okay, so let's go to 1 hour. Let's go to 1 hour time frame. Right now, we took our buys from around this level, right? We took our buys from around this level, and as you can see, price was also printing higher highs, right? That means the trend continues in the same direction as we are looking at, or in the same direction that is in our favor, right? So another thing I need to do, remember that everything I did on the daily time frame, I will continue to do them till I get to the time frame where I will be taking my buys, right? Everything I did on the higher time frames, I repeat and rinse and repeat until I get down to the time frame where I'm comfortable trading in. And usually I trade in 30 minutes or 15 minutes or 5 minutes or wherever, but I just want to see that every confirmation aligns with the higher time frame. Okay, so now I am in the 1 hour time frame, and here I think I had an horizontal line here which marked out, yeah, I'm going to put it here, which marks that place a strong zone. Why do I say it's a strong zone? Remember that on the daily time frame, we're looking out for multiple rejections on that level. We're looking out for multiple reversals on that level, and we're also looking out for trend line aligning with that level. So let's see. You can see that here we had rejections here, reversal here, rejections around that place also, and come back to this level. To this other period, you see that price also continued to reverse around there and then created rejections. There were multiple rejections here, another rejection here. There were multiple rejections at that level. So that confirmed that the market was going to continue upwards in that level. Now, another confirmation, which is the trend line aligning with that level, was this. Let me when you want to draw your trend line, you know you have to connect you're connecting two swing lows together and then draw your line forward to have your trend line. Okay, so I've connected this guy. Let me show you this guy and this guy, and then drag my line forward, and then eventually it aligns with this guy. See, we have a horizontal line there which marks that zone. The line does not exactly show you a precise reversal point, right? The line is just to mark out the area so that you pay attention to the entire area. You're not looking at just that line. So you can see that this trend line aligns with that zone. Strong confirmation. Very strong confirmation. Now, if you notice, I also saw another trend. This time around, the trend was downwards. I'm going to go to a lower time frame to make it clearer. Right. So this is 30 minutes. And then this is a swing high here again. Connecting the two swing highs, I have another trend line. Now, what do you notice? What do you notice? You see that the trend line still aligns with the support level there, right? It still aligns with that support level. It still aligns perfectly with that support level. And then when price came to that trend line, what happened? Price broke that trend line. Price broke that trend line. So that was a trend line breakout right there. And then eventually came back down to that level. And then what happened? We saw a bullish, I saw a bullish engulfing candlestick at that level, right? A bullish engulfing candlestick at that level. And that was my final confirmation to long the market, right? That was my final confirmation to long the market. And then boom, you see what happened next? It went all the way up, man. All the way up. All the way up. It's still going up right now, but we left the market somewhere before this high. We left the market somewhere before this high. I was hoping for a breakout so that I will look for new opportunities, but unfortunately, I was busy, distracted with other stuffs, and then I missed that opportunity. But here you see that it's so easy to analyze the market. It's so easy to make good trading decisions. All you have to do is know your key levels, know the direction of the market, and also be able to interpret your candlesticks. Every candlestick tells a story. Every candlestick tells you something, right? You need to be able to interpret it your own way. You don't necessarily need to follow what everybody is saying. Just be able to study the candlestick and know what it does whenever a certain move happens, and you'll be good. All right. If you want to learn more about how to interpret candlesticks, make sure you stick to this channel because I'll be dropping more videos. All right. You could also be a part of our mentorship program where I walk my students through every single process to making good trading decisions. All right, it's very affordable, and I'd like for you guys to be a part. So make sure you hit me up. My WhatsApp number will be in the description of this video. Hit me up and I'll be there to guide you. If you have any concerns, any challenges, you want to drop a comment under the comment section, and I'll be there to guide you. Also, you want to suggest a topic for me to treat next, let me know in the comment section and I'll attend to that. Join our free Telegram group. The link is in the description of this video. Make sure you join up. It's very important. It's going to help you. You're going to stay motivated. You're going to be joining 1,000 other traders on there. And of course, I believe that you will definitely benefit a lot from being a part. So make sure you join in, and I'll see you guys in the next video.